Hello, today I want to talk about a really important topic, food security. And when we look at the world today, there are some astounding statistics, like 1 billion people in the world today go to bed hungry. Um, Food insecurity is a really big issue because there's basically a totally unacceptable number of people in the world today that don't have the economic means to provide the nutritional caloric intake they need every day to be healthy. And in fact, there's nearly, again, 1 billion people worldwide that suffer from micronutrient deficiencies, including a lack of vitamin A, lack of iron, lack of iodine. And then each year, this is an even crazier fact, between 250 million to 500 million children with vitamin A deficiencies become blind. And half of these children die within 12 months of losing their sight. So when we look at food insecurity, one of the biggest reasons of food insecurity is what the central banks are doing to current fiat currency all over the world, is that they're destroying the purchasing power, which makes it that much more insufferable for those in the world, which is about half of the world's population, half of the 6.8 billion people trying to live on $2 a day or less, because their money can buy less and less every year, so they have to spend a disproportionate amount of their daily salary on food. And as the purchasing power of these monies are destroyed by central bankers, that means they eventually have to make the decision of who gets to eat in their family on a daily basis. So, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays, their son that gets to eat. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, their son gets to eat. So the crazy thing is that a lot of this food insecurity that we hear every year, oh, there are rising food prices, which is basically inflation, right? It's the destruction of purchasing power, the destruction of people's savings all over the world. We always hear it's due to these incredible droughts, incredible floods. But when we consider it, climate is cyclical. So we've always had droughts, we've always had floods. And granted, there are some years that floods and droughts are a lot worse than others, but in the long run, it all evens out. But I think that bankers are using this as a crux, for the most part, to hide the massive inflation that they are creating through the destruction of purchasing power by basically, continuing to create credit and money out of thin air. So, basically a lot of this is just due to flat out inflation. And that's why we have rising food prices and food insecurity. So this all ties back to gold and silver, because it is inherently critical for everyone to own physical gold and physical silver, because it's the purchasing power of paper fiat currencies get destroyed, and they will, or rather, more accurately, your digital bytes, the purchasing power of your digital imaginary currencies get destroyed. You'll realize over time that physical gold and physical silver hold their purchasing power over centuries. So this will help you make your family food secure. And in that aspect, it's critical that you convert a good percentage of your fiat currency into physical gold and physical silver to protect your family that way. And then on the last note, you can go to www.costco.com. I have nothing to do with Costco, but I thought it's just a good source of information. If you Google Costco's website and you look for Reliance Thrive, let me find the exact wording. I know it's a food source called Reliance Food, or Shelf Reliance Thrive. That's what it's called, Shelf Reliance Thrive. So it's emergency food. So they have some great deals. Like, for example, you can get 8,671 servings of gluten-free vegetarian emergency food for only $1,800. My favorite is they have, I think, 576 servings of freeze-dried chicken for $400. So these are all food products that have a shelf life of about 20 years, so they last a long time. And I think it's a good investment, personally. I'm not like a survivalist nut that is stocking up on guns, ammo, and food, but it's a given that food prices are going to soar, and they're going to get a lot more expensive. So these are nutritional freeze-dried food sources that you can keep that has a shelf life of 20 years. So you know food prices are at least going to triple, quadruple, go up maybe 10 times over the next 20 years. So it's a good way to stock up on food supplies, and certainly food supplies that last for a long time. So that's it for today. Again, please remember to hit the like button if you like the content of this video. Please also comment below if you're watching this on YouTube to tell us what topics you would like me to address in future videos. And until next time, have a great day, everyone.